Momoko Togame was a playable character in the 2017 mobile game Puella Magia Madoka Magica side story Magia Record. She's voiced by Mikako Komatsu, I hope I pronounced that shit right, who also voices Maki from JJK, Minerva from Peak Zero, aka ReZero, Mizuko from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, and Saki from My Teen Romantic Comedy. In the English dub, she is voiced by Erika Lindbeck, who voices the English voice for Futaba from Persona 5, Sheila from Dragon Ball Super, Kaori Mitsuri from Your Lie April, and Jessie! My mistake. It's a force of habit from the remake version of Final Fantasy VII. Now that we've covered who voices Momoko, let's once again focus on Momoko. Momoko is a 16-year-old magical girl. She's a magical girl with an elder sister type disposition, who is always looking out for rookies. Her sister type disposition can be followed back to her past, where she was the middle child of a huge family, between a lot of older and younger brothers. Momoko was highly influenced by her two brothers' boyishness, which is why she acts kind of boyish, or tomboyish. But she also loves cute things, girly things like stuffed animals and female idols. However, no one really believes her when she tells them about this, because everyone just sees the tomboyish, boyish girl that is Momoko, which is for her a huge problem. So it doesn't help that her weapons are also not really cutesy. Momoko appears to have the ability to wield a giant sword with great skill. I wonder if she can wield the Dragon Slayer, since it was too big to be called a sword, massive, thick, heavy, and far from too rough. Indeed, it was a heap of raw iron. Sorry, I just had to, I love Berserk. Anyways, she can wield this giant sword with great skill and can ram her enemies with it for extra damage. She appears to be able to generate an aura around herself during her magic attacks, which causes great damage to her foes. It turns her into a sort of comet, and she also displays the ability in the anime while performing a connect attack with Reina, which appears to have greatly granted her the ability of encouragement. It isn't known what this ability exactly is, but it is assumed it can boost the esteem or ability of her allies or herself. By the way, let's cover her wish, and by doing that we will also be covering her insecurities. Since Momoko was raised alongside two male siblings, she acts quite boyish, and therefore acts as a bit more tomboyish. Luckily for Momoko, this tomboyish feature didn't come along with the hobo class like with Kyoko, or the mermaid class for Sayaka, which always ends with her staying single, while the boy she likes gets charmed by a mentally stable green-haired chick. I'm surprised I could pull this joke up with a straight face. Anyways, instead of getting these subclasses, Momoko instead gained the ability to get along with boys and girls alike. But unfortunately, sometimes people don't believe her liking cute things, or sometimes she can't and won't act a bit girly so a boy can look stronger before her, which is the thing she wants to do, especially since she wants to confess her feelings to the one guy she likes. But she believes she's unworthy to do so because of her tomboyish nature. Anyways, because she's so tomboyish, she doesn't feel like a real girly girl, like Rika, a girl worthy to be loved by a boy, especially the guy she likes. So she doesn't have the guts to go to the guy and tell him that she wants to go out with him. So let's enter Kyubey, who's like, make a contract and you can wish for anything. Bitches, money, war bitches, J.R. Martin finishing Game of Thrones, Natsumi Schwartz becoming Subaru's real self, Disco Elysium making a sequel, Red Dead Redemption 3 and GTA 6 in your possession, and many more. Can I wish to have the courage to confess to the guy I like? Really? That's simple. Okay. Your wish is my command. I wonder how this girl fucks it up. Wait, what? Nothing. Okay, you can already imagine how things are going to turn out, since the boyfriend didn't have a name, didn't have a sprite, and didn't even appear on screen until Momoko actively stalked him. You can already imagine what happened. But for those who don't know, let me summarize it. Momoko now, after making this wish and to confess to the boy she likes, goes exactly there to the boy to confess her feelings. But right at that moment, another girl confesses her feelings to this boy, accepts this feeling, and goes on a date with this girl, making Momoko's wish completely useless. Yeah, take this L, Momoko. You earned it. You became a magical lad for nothing, which is, by the way, a huge plot point to her character. Unfortunately, I do not know much about Momoko's character beside her backstory and the fact that she was in a team with Yashio. But then again, I'm not entirely sure, since the mobile game is a bit different from the anime version and also a bit different from the manga version. Since in the anime, Momoko knew Yashio and even gave Ira her phone number to contact her, while in the mobile and manga version, it seems like they don't know each other, Yashio and Momoko had a complete different picture of Yashio, only to learn afterwards that they did maybe know each other from the mobile game, but I'm not completely sure. You know, it's a bit complicated. But what I do know is that her partnership with Yashio and Tsurugoat ended after they learned how magical girls turn into witches when their soul gem is completely tainted. And so this team started falling apart, and they all got their own arcs, where Momoko started to leave the group and kept the secret of how witches are born to herself, while also basically adopting two sisters, this being Rena and Kaede, which she didn't tell how witches are born. She has also a close, and I mean close, connection to Mitama Yakumo. So close in fact that the current event of the new Madoka Magica is all around them. And we get scenes like this all the time in the anime and in the official artworks. Anyways, if you want more Momoko stories like I do, so seriously I want to learn more about her, please like and subscribe to this video, and I will also cover in the next videos her upcoming partners and also Mitama Yakuma. But first I will finish the Ren video, since she needs to be talked about. So please like and subscribe for this upcoming video, and goodbye.